What's up, my friends? There are two things that I think you should know about these solar motion censored lights before you buy them. And I'm going to talk about those two things in just a second. First, in this video, I just want to talk about the features. I want to show you how easy the installation process is, and then we'll get to those two things. So really quick, this light comes in 3 modes. Unfortunately, I'm unable to demonstrate them in this video because it's light outside, and they are a light censored and motion censored light. The 3 modes are: the light is completely off, and then when it senses motion in the dark, it will turn on full brightness. Second second setting is that it's on a dim setting for 6 hours, and then when any motion happens, it turns on bright. That's the mode I'm going to use for this setting because we're in our carport, and I just want a nice dim light all the time for 6 hours after it goes dark. And then if somebody pulls the car in or somebody walks through, then it will turn bright for them to see and walk through and all that sort of stuff. The third mode is just a dim light for 6 hours, or for 4 hours rather, sorry. Once it turns dark, it'll turn on dim for 4 hours, no motion sensor. So you also want to make sure that the solar panel is somewhere that it can get some significant light. Now in the instructions it says direct light. I don't think that's really necessary. I now have owned a few of these lights. I do have some of them in positions where they don't get direct light, and the battery still gets enough solar in order to run properly. So in this area under the carport, it's not ever gonna get direct light, but I am gonna put it over here where it gets a bit of good light. The cool thing about that is that I can rotate these panels to kind of point towards inside of the carport while the panel still gets some light. So we'll be able to point our light in the direction that we want to, and that's really cool. These panels just rotate at about a 45-degree angle. You can also rotate the whole unit back here. With this, you can rotate it up or down depending on where you want it. And then there is a little bit of articulation in the panel as well. So if you have the lights pointed down, you can point the panel up a little bit more to get the most light possible. So you just change the mode on the back of these by pushing this button, and that will change the mode on the light. You can see here it's showing me what mode I'm in when I change it. The other cool thing is that they all come with a remote. So once it's fastened up here, I can use the remote to change the modes or turn it on or do whatever I need to from the remote. So the installation is really easy. Basically what we do is there's this little bracket on the back with a button right here, a little lever, and you press that and the unit slides off. So you don't have to hold the light when you're mounting it. You can just mount this bracket alone. It also comes with a set of screws with some drywall anchors. So if you're putting it into a wall that is drywall or a soft material, you can use those anchors to mount it. But I'm going to open it up here. We're mounting it on wood, so we don't need those anchors at all. So I'm just going to grab 2 of the 4 screws that it sends. It's nice that it sends 2 extra screws so that you can have additional screws when you're mounting this light. It also comes with 2 lights in this set, so that's really helpful as well. So I'm just going to find my position of the light. I'm going to put it about right here. So again, so we can get as much light on the panel as possible. And then I'm just going to mount the bracket first. You may want to mark this with a pencil if you want an exact position, obviously, but I can tell pretty well the position that I want. And I'm just gonna screw this in directly to my wood paneling here with 2 screws. And then I'm going to take the light, and all we have to do is just slide it right into the bracket, just like that. I'll adjust my solar panel to make sure it's getting the most light, and then I want the light panels to kind of face towards the carport a little bit. Now, this is really cool. So it's pretty sturdy. It's staying in place, and the motion sensor's right here, and it's a 360 motion sensor, so it's going to sense motion clear over there from the side of the motion sensor. So as soon as it's dark, this thing's going to turn on. The mode I'm going to use again is the dim mode, and then when it senses motion, it'll turn bright. So it's as easy as that, and there's a lot of really cool features about this, and the coolest thing is I don't have to have any electricity running to this, because it's going to charge from the sun, and then we'll have light in our carport that we didn't have before. So I hope you like these lights as much as I do, and hopefully this video has been helpful. Peace. Thank you.